Deep inside the dense and humid rainforests of Central America, a real story unfolded that would completely shatter every single law of evolutionary biology ever recorded by human civilization. It's a true story that sounds like an absolute myth. Every single second of it is backed by undeniable photographic evidence. Imagine walking along the banks of a wild, muddy river and suddenly coming face to face with a 15-foot, 1,000-pound apex predator, a creature with prehistoric armor, cold eyes, and enough bone-crushing bite force to snap a full-grown vehicle clean in half. For 99% of human history, a meeting like this ends in absolute tragedy and blood. Humans instinctively run from them in terror. These cold-blooded hunters pursue humans without a single shred of mercy. They are evolutionary killing machines, virtually unchanged since the age of the dinosaurs. But in the year 1989, an impoverished, exceptionally warm-hearted Costa Rican fisherman named Chito looked directly into the terrifying eyes of one of the planet's most feared river monsters and decided to do the absolute unthinkable. He did not run away in terror. He did not pull out a weapon to defend his life. Instead, Chito extended a hand of pure kindness, starting a 20-year journey of brotherhood, forced elite wildlife experts from National Geographic and top universities across the globe to question everything they knew about reptile instincts. To truly understand how this impossible miracle happened, we must travel back to a fateful morning on the wild banks of the Paris-Mina River. Chito was scanning the deep, murky waters for fish, and his sharp eyes caught a massive, motionless shadow tangled deeply within the thick river reeds and mud. As he cautiously maneuvered his small wooden boat closer, grim reality became clear. It was a giant male green crocodile, but it wasn't hunting. It was dying. A local cattle farmer, fearing the massive reptile would attack his cows, had shot the creature directly through the left eye. The bullet had penetrated deep into its head, leaving the prehistoric predator completely blind on one side, severely malnourished, and actively bleeding out in the thick mud. The beast was so weak it could no longer even lift its massive head above the water to breathe. It was a helpless monster waiting for its final breath. In nature, this is where the story ends. Scavengers move in. The predator becomes prey. But as Chito stood over the dying giant, his heart did something that defied all logic. He did not see a man-eating monster that deserved to die. He saw a living soul in absolute agony. He looked into the crocodile's remaining eye, and in that heavy moment, an unexplainable spiritual connection was formed between man and beast. Chito knew that if he turned his back, this ancient creature would be dead before sunset. Picking local wildlife laws and ignoring common sense, Chito refused to let the giant die. He rode back to his village, gathered a few of his closest friends, and returned with a heavy boat. It took hours of terrifying labor to lift a 1,000-pound unconscious predator to the vessel without waking its deadly instincts. The crocodile snapped out of its coma for even a second. It could have easily flipped the boat and dragged them into a watery grave. Chito secretly transported the massive dinosaur to his private property, hiding it from terrified neighbors who would have demanded the beast be destroyed. He placed the crocodile in a hidden enclosed pond. He named him Pocho, local term meaning strength and power. For weeks, Pocho remained close to death. Chito spent every penny he had on buying fresh chickens, skinning them carefully, and manually sliding the food into the giant's mouth. But Chito quickly realized that medicine and meat were not enough to heal a broken spirit. To keep Pocho calm, Chito began entering the enclosed area day and night without any weapons. He would sit on the muddy banks for hours, softly whispering to the crocodile. He started touching the creature's thick skin, rubbing his belly and gently stroking his massive head. Chito even began sleeping right next to the 1,000-pound apex predator, close enough to feel the cold breath coming from its massive nostrils. His family was convinced that Chito had lost his mind and that Pocho would eventually eat him. But Chito insisted that he wanted the crocodile to feel genuine love and care. And slowly, against all odds, a miracle happened. Pocho's deep bullet wounds closed, the infection faded away, and his muscles rippled with power once again. King of the river had returned to full health. Chito knew a 15-foot crocodile could not be kept hidden forever. Heartbroken but grateful, Pete, who loaded the monster back onto his boat, traveled deep into the untamed river, and pushed him into the water. Chito turned around and rode back home, fully believing he would never see his brother again. The very next morning, Chito walked into his yard, his jaw dropped. Standing right there on the green lawn, staring directly at Chito's front door, was Pocho. The massive crocodile had refused to stay in the wild river. He had swam for miles, cracked the unique sound of Chito's boat engine, crawled out of the water, and dragged his heavy body across the land just to be near his human savior. Word of the crocodile shaman quickly spread. Soon, international filmmakers and top wildlife experts from National Geographic arrived at Chito's doorstep. They watched Chito dive into the water and saw Pocho gently wrap his arms around Chito's neck for a hug. The experts stood in absolute stunned silence. For 20 glorious years, this impossible relationship continued to shock the world. Chito and Pocho put on weekly shows for local children and tourists, swimming together in a public pond. Pocho had countless opportunities to strike or drag Chito into a deadly death roll, but he never did. He trusted Chito with his life. Chito trusted him back completely. But as the laws of nature dictate, every beautiful story must come to an end. On October 12, 2011, Chito walked out to the pond for their usual morning swim. He called out, "Pocho!" The water remained perfectly still. Chito swam closer and touched his friend's giant armor. Pocho didn't move. The legendary 15-foot gentle giant had passed away peacefully of natural causes at the age of 50. Chito fell to his knees on the muddy banks, weeping over the lifeless body of the predator that had loved him. It happened after Pocho's death made international headlines once again. The town gave him a full, official, human-style funeral. Pocho's giant body was placed on a massive cart covered in flowers and paraded through the streets. Thousands of people walked behind him, crying and singing songs. He was buried with honors. Today, his stuffed body stands proudly in the local museum. Chito lost a brother that day, but their story remains etched in history forever as the ultimate proof of animal loyalty. Whether it is a 15-foot wild crocodile or a small puppy waiting for you at home, animals have an incredible capacity for deep loyalty, connection, and discipline, if they are treated with the right guidance. Sadly, most domestic dog owners struggle for months with stressful behavior, messy potty accidents inside their homes, simply because they don't know how to unlock their pet's true potential. They assume their dog is stubborn, but the truth is, they just don't know the right communication blueprint. If you love your dog and want to fix their stubborn bad habits or messy accidents in just 7 days, I have a special gift for you. Grab my official step-by-step 7-day pet behavior and potty training blueprint completely for free. This is the exact proven system used by thousands of smart owners worldwide to unlock ultimate loyalty. The official high-converting download link is fully live and waiting for you at the very top of our channel, bio and description box. Do not let messy habits ruin your beautiful home for another single day. Click the link in our bio right now, grab your free guide, and experience the incredible bond of a perfectly trained, loyal pet.